Hey guys, it's Carrie from Red Curtain Addict, and today I am in Napa Valley, one of my favorite places to be, and we're gonna find out all about one of the most celebrated lifestyle and music festivals in the country. I'm gonna hang out with Nia Amani Franklin, who was Miss America in 2019, and is a musician and composer who will be debuting her world premiere piece coming up this July. I'm gonna head in, see more about this beautiful winery here at Hall Wines, celebrate all this beautiful art they have and wine, and maybe stick around because we're gonna see one of the oldest landmarks here in Napa Valley. Let's go see her.
Festival Napa Valley's upcoming season will feature iconic orchestral works to favorite Broadway hits and even a multimedia symphonic piece celebrating the work of photographer Ansel Adams, along with so much more. And the best part is, all of this amazing music will take place at some of the best wineries and finest venues in Napa Valley, with general admission tickets ranging from free to $35. And if you want to explore some of their VIP experiences, make sure to check out their patron program offers at festivalnapavalley.org.
Hi Nia!
Hello!
Oh my gosh, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Oh, it's so great to see you.
Great to see you.
Look at this winery, this is so wonderful.
It's gorgeous.
So you're hanging out here because this is really the opening night where they're hosting their dinner at Hall Wines. I love a good wine, right?
Yes.
And you have actually been a part of the festival prior to this year.
Yes.
So for you, what makes Festival Napa Valley so unique and special?
I really love the inclusivity of art. I mean, they celebrate all types of art, whether it's visual art, music, wine, which is an art in and of itself.
Absolutely.
And also even the different genres of music that they celebrate. I mean, last year I was having the West Coast premiere of my orchestra piece, but then a few days later I was singing at a Tony Bennett tribute.
Okay.
So there was a huge spectrum there, and I just really love
that.
that they celebrate all different types of art, and it's, you know, not biased to any one type. I love that.
No, I agree. And you know, coming prior to with Red Curtain Addict, one thing I love about it is that you can experience the arts in all different types of ways. So you mentioned the genres, but there's, you know, intimate wineries that you get to come to, there's lavish concerts, big dinners, but also free concerts for families and things like that. So I think that that's one thing I love about it too, is there's a lot of things that they have to offer.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned last year you were involved with the Festival Napa Valley. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Last year was my first time at Festival Napa Valley and my first time in Napa. I had been to some other parts of California, but this was my first time in Napa, and I just felt so welcomed. And I had different premieres. I had premieres of my orchestra piece on the West Coast. It had been premiered prior to that by Dallas Orchestra. But then I had premieres of smaller chamber works that I'd done. I was able to perform on the Tony Bennett show, and I was also able to sing some of my own work. And of course, I was able to enjoy so many of the fabulous wineries in the area. So it was just a wonderful first trip to Napa.
Wow, I mean, that is like the ultimate passport to Napa. The first way to see it through Festival Napa Valley.
Absolutely, it was incredible.
Man, you were just hooked up. I love that.
I was.
Well, I can't wait to hear more about your music, because I love that you're a composer. I think, you know, thinking about music of today, you keep it relevant by celebrating people of today, right? The cultures of the day, the music of the day. So I can't wait to hear more about your piece. And I want to walk around the winery, see more of the art, the wine. But before we do, tell us a little bit more about your special night on July 16th.
Oh my goodness, it cannot come fast enough.
I know.
So I had this idea shortly after Juneteenth was announced as a national holiday for the first time recently in our recent history in America. It was something that I grew up celebrating. Ever since I was a young girl, I knew the importance of Juneteenth. And I wanted to write a song to celebrate not only the history of Juneteenth, but also that we have finally decided as a nation to make it a national holiday. It's so important for not only African Americans, but for everyone to recognize how special and monumental that this holiday is. I think it's really important to make sure that we honor this time, and I'm doing that through an anthem that will be premiered by the Young People's Chorus of New York.
I can't wait to see it. This is just going to be an incredible evening that truly demonstrates the power of music to unite and inspire us all.
This is going to be held at the Culinary Institute of America, right?
Yes.
Oh, so we get to have amazing food. We get to see a world premiere.
Yes.
And then I hear the dinner afterwards is at Quintessa. Have you heard of Quintessa?
I have.
Oh my gosh.
So many great things.
Wonderful things. There's so many different wineries to explore here in Napa. And I say that we go explore Hall today because we have a lot of things in store. And I hear there's actually one of the oldest buildings here on site, built in 1885. Nice. So I think we should go see it.
I think so.
Let's get our wine.
Cheers. Cheers.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, look at this building.
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is.
So word has it that the Peterson family came and purchased this in the early 1800s. And then the Bergfield family in 1885 bought the land, and they're one of the first families to make wine in Napa. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
There's so much art around here, and then there's this old building of history. I love that.
A lot of history.
I love that about Napa. Do you think it's haunted?
Oh, I don't really believe in ghosts.
Okay.
But...
Well, I don't want to find out, so let's go.
Okay.
Ooh, look at this.
Wow, so
Isn't
pretty.
this fun?
Yes, interesting.
I love that you get to explore art around the vineyard. I mean, you have this beautiful view.
Yes.
Isn't that stunning?
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of like creation, as a creator yourself, how did you really get into composing and writing music? What inspired you to start that?
I've always been a songwriter ever since I was a little girl. I wrote my first song at 5 years old. And so the older I got, I just wanted to get more into the notation side of music. And once I started singing in choir in high school and like reading sheet music and you know, discovering music theory, it just really, I was hungry for it, and I grew a deeper passion for music basically, and decided this was what I definitely wanted to do with my life. And so I started making a goal to go to school for music, and that included voice lessons, so singing opera, and just learning more about what being a music composer entailed.
Okay, so you did a lot of music theory classes, I'm sure, in school?
Absolutely.
You guys, this music theory is not easy.
No joke, no joke.
It is like chemistry. It's
Basically,
crazy, honestly.
yes.
So kudos to you
science.
to
It's
get
like a
through that.
science,
That's
yeah.
a lot. That's a lot. And I am so interested. So you have an initiative called Compose Her.
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
So I founded this initiative while I was Miss America. I was already spending a lot of time advocating for the arts, but I noticed there was a great disparity with women in the arts, especially in music composition, which is my field. And it just was something I really wanted to just make other women all over the world feel like they had a home. And so that's why I started this initiative. I have a social media account that I run on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And it was just my way of like letting women know everywhere that like we see you and you're heard and you're respected in the arts, and especially in music. And it's just, you know, the statistics are crazy. I mean, only 5% of the works that were programmed by orchestras in the 2020-2021 season. This is from, you know, 27 countries.
Wow.
The study was done by the Violin Channel. Only 5% of those works were by women, and only 1.11% were by Black and Asian women.
What?
So it's very needed for us to advocate for women in music.
Cheers to that, for you doing that.
Yes.
And for those women, you know, watching, keep composing. There's a lot to it, but there's a lot of barriers.
Yes.
But you know, if we don't start now, you know, what then?
Exactly.
So I think it's so important. Oh. Okay, so I have one more surprise for you.
Okay.
And it's right over here.
Okay.
I can't wait to show you.
Okay,
let's keep going. Look at this! Isn't this beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
Look at this view.
I know, wow.
Oh, this is one of my favorite spots at
Really?
Hall Wines. Right here, and I wanted you to see it.
Thank you.
Cheers to a wonderful day, right?
Absolutely.
Exploring this vineyard. I loved hearing about your piece. I personally cannot wait to see it.
Thank you so much.
So many highlights coming up.
Absolutely.
What are some of the
Yeah.
other highlights that you're looking forward to?
I have to say, hands down, hearing Festival Orchestra Napa, They are
Yes,
incredible.
they
They
are.
premiered the West Coast premiere of my piece Chrysalis Extended last year, along with some Ravel and just some other gorgeous music. So I'm really looking forward to seeing and hearing what they're going to do this year. Something that I can't miss.
You love it. Guys, this is really the ultimate passport to Napa and music from around the world. It starts on July 15th, and you can find out more information at festivalnapavalley.org. We hope to see you there. Cheers!
Cheers!